Hi there guys, so big announcement, Dillian Whyte versus Alexander Povetkin. What a fight this is going to be. The fight has been made and officially announced now. We have known it's going to happen for a while, it has been waiting in the wings. We didn't know whether Dillian Whyte was going to go with Andy Ruiz Jr. Ruiz didn't really want it. He got offered $2 million to come over to the UK, turned that down. $5 million to fight in the US, he still turned that down. So Dillian Whyte had to seek an alternative option, and it is Alexander Povetkin. Now Povetkin is coming off a good draw. I don't know whether you can have a good draw, but still. It was a draw against Michael Hunter, where he was out on his feet in that first round, and shown he still has plenty left by coming back into the fight. Now, this fight, I mean, it's a 50-50, you can make a case for both, but I'd say that Dillian Whyte has the edge. He will be the favourite going in, I believe. And that's quite dangerous, to be honest, because Povetkin is someone you can never underestimate. He has only 2 losses on his record, both in world title fights, Vladimir Klitschko and Anthony Joshua. So Alexander Povetkin is not the kind of person you want to underestimate because he's a good enough fighter anyway. You underestimate him, you give him an extra 20%. So ultimately, Dillian Whyte is going to have to be at his best in this fight in order to get the victory. Now, it's going to be an absolute slugfest, standing toe-to-toe for the full 12 rounds if it lasts that long. It's going to be a very fan-friendly fight, so it's not going to be something you really want to miss. Now, obviously, Dillian Whyte has a good winning run. He's coming off of a good win over Oscar Rivas and a good win over Marius Vac. Although Dillian Whyte did struggle a little bit at times in that Marius Vac fight, but he was fighting someone who was a good fighter, good solid fighter, and I'd say that Dillian Whyte was probably 15 to 20 pounds overweight for that fight. He wasn't really having a good training camp going into that. So he was a little bit overweight, so that harboured him a little bit. But for Alexander Povetkin, he will have a full training camp in order to get ready for him, which Dillian Whyte is going to need going in there with Alexander Povetkin. Now, what a time this is for the heavyweight division. You have Joshua versus Pulev coming up. You have Derek Chisora taking on Alexander Usyk. And you have the rematch between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury later on in the summer. And Joseph Parker is coming off a good win over Shondell Winters, and Andy Ruiz Jr. is looking to come back as well. So these heavyweights, these top heavyweights, are all going to have to get in the ring together and see who is number one. Because there are many fighters who are outside of the champions, outside of Anthony Joshua, outside of Tyson Fury, and Deontay Wilder's not a champion anymore, so not him. But anyway, there are other fighters outside of those top 3, top 4. Because I'm tired of people saying it's Anthony Joshua, it's Tyson Fury, it's Deontay Wilder. Let's put Dillian Whyte in there as well, the top 4 heavyweights in the world, because he's number 1 contender out of all of them. So let's say the top 4 from now on. The top 4 heavyweights, there are plenty outside of that. There is a big pool of heavyweights waiting to have their opportunity. I mean, even the Dubois, even the Joe Joyces who are coming through, there is plenty of talent in that heavyweight division, and they will all have to fight each other to see who is number 1. And the one who comes out on top after beating all of those guys will have one hell of a resume. But anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on this? Dillian Whyte versus Alexander Povetkin. Are you excited for this fight? An absolute war, slugfest, where neither fighter will take a step back for the full 12 rounds or less. Guys, drop your thoughts in the comments below, click your thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks, guys.